lot of stuff in here. Oh god. Welcome to the beginning of May where everything's all over the place and my god, it's oh. Yeah. Wait, what? Why am I here? I don't know. Hold on. I'm needing to text somebody and let them know I'm streaming, but I did not. So technically all this is actually excuse me, unexpected. And also you guys were probably going, where were you? 2 weeks ago I was in Disney World. I was planning on coming back on after I got back. Unfortunately, I was busy. Starting with that. And then I got sick. Yeah. Hence why I keep coughing and everything, so expect a lot of water drinking and everything. Let me show my face and let you guys know what has been going on. Hi. So, come over here. I don't know why you were going over there. Hi, how are you? I know, I am... Yeah, I've been busy. I'm still working on trying to make something actually look decent. Do my pictures and everything else. But yeah, it's been a crazy couple of weeks. Let me turn you a bit more because I'm probably still going to be bouncing back and forth. But yeah, I'm still in the process of working on my silver fox. And I haven't been able to do that because, especially with my birthday and everything, I haven't done anything for my birthday because I actually was honestly very, very busy, and I was trying to keep up with. I actually had I watched all of Yu Yu Hakusho. Oh god, I did not know it ended that way, but we'll just keep it as is, and I won't tell you guys anything. I haven't seen the OVAs yet. There are 2 of them, by the way. I really want to see those, but I'm still in the process. But I have been busy. I'm still here. I'm still here. But as I said, I have so much that's going on. It's hot, really bad here. So perfect timing. You can lose weight through the heat and sweat and everything else. This room's gonna be a sauna probably for a while, so expect me drinking a lot of water. I need to get a new one of these things because they're freaking leaking all over the place. No matter which ones I have, they're both leaking. I hate that. I need to get a new one of those things. I need to get ones that actually don't fall apart. Get these things from Costco. Also, while I was in Disney World, if you haven't noticed, my glasses broke. You'd probably see it like this. Yeah, my glasses are supposed to look like that, but they broke off. It looks horrible and everything, but I have had an experience in Disney World where half the time I'm trying to figure out about my, what's going on with my, I don't want to break my glasses already. But yeah, my glasses broke and everything, so... Ugh. Yeah, it's hard to see unless you see it the second time and everything else. But yeah, my glasses broke. I got it fixed. But it's... You can't bend them back in place. They keep falling and slipping off my face. Until I get a pair of new ones, which I'm hoping... I'm a Costco person. I like going through Costco and everybody's going, you're cheap. Trust me, I don't have the money to do a lot of things. I may be working at a warehouse, getting more money and everything nowadays, but I still can't afford it. Let me go back and see if I can find that other fox. If this part is actually irritating me because I'm trying to figure out the proper solution for my fox. They sorted everything out. I don't care what kind of fox we're looking at. I'm just trying to figure out how to... My mom actually looked at the picture and she said, there's a few things that are off. She says, especially with your fox, it looks kind of off. I apologize if I keep being... I'm pausing, but here's the scene of the crime, which of course... Now, the picture's not working properly. Again. Hold on. I'm just trying to look for stuff, but if that doesn't work, let me check it again. I'm probably gonna have to fix this while I'm on. Come on. It worked before. I'm fixing it while we are recording, because this is actually ridiculous. It worked before, and then the cord got caught on me, and something does not want to work. Give me a second. Wait. There we go! I figured it out! I got it. What? Well, it got it working again, but the camera's now all over the place. At least I fixed it. Really somewhat though. There. Well, I'm gonna do this because I don't want you to look at my lap. Yeah, I'm wearing shorts. But, what is this, by the way? Becca figured out how to adjust the lighting. Hey, we're learning this stuff together, so give me a break. Let me move you up. Wait, can you? Like this. There we go. Becca found out how to fix the lighting on this thing. That's awesome. High setting. I like using this thing not only as a camera, but as a light and everything. Let me see if I can tone this down a little bit, because I know you want to see this picture and everything, but I'm gonna... yeah, let's put it up here a little. I don't want to make it too small so you guys won't see it. But you will see what I'm looking at and all that stuff, because I'm looking at the, well, let's see. We have the web screen, which is actually up here, right here. There we go. This is what I'm looking at. So it's either this one or I'm looking at Kurama. So truthfully, I'm just going to leave it on Kurama for now. Because the other one looks kind of weird, just looking at it, so. Okay. Click. Here we go. Oh. Okay, so what we're trying to do, they keep changing like different pictures and all that stuff, adding in new things and stuff. That one's very weird. But what I'm trying to do, as I said, I'm trying to make this little foxy to be him in this form, because I think he has multiple tails, even though in the anime, as you can tell, he has one tail when he shows him off as Yoko Kurama. I still need to see the OVA. I want to see what that whole thing's about. La la. They changed the names on the characters? What the heck? But there was a fox point of view for Kurama. It was weird. And if you start saying dirty stuff, I apologize. I might have to take it off. Hey, that one! I still think they gave the live action so under-credit rated. But you get what I think. What I'm saying. The lyrics. Let's filter. I hate doing that. Also, I realized I made a mistake. Let's fix that. Nope. So, I had to filter it because this is technically, I'm trying my best not to swear, and I'm trying not to do anything else. So if I start doing, the filtering is pretty much for people who, I probably might have people coming on here looking at this that are underaged and everything, and I just want to be good. But if I start swearing, I apologize. That's just how I am. Accidents happen. Damn does not count. Let me see. I'm checking something. He's actually a really good artist. As I said, I'm still looking for Yoko when he's appeared as the little fox form, because maybe that might actually help out better. I want to find Yoko's fox form, the little fox we're talking about. They have him in like a... Yeah, I seen that one. There goes Max. By the way, if you hear that weird sound coming from the background, that's the fan. Other than that, there's probably the dog that you're hearing in the background, the deeper. I'm sorry if it ruins everything. What was that? Cat fox. No. They show him with 4 tails. But that's the thing, he doesn't have 4 tails. Does he? They don't even show him as a little foxy fox. Slow. Anyway, we're just gonna go with what we have here, and yeah, it's probably, to your guys' case, if you're big fans of Yu Yu Hakusho, wrong. I'd like to apologize, because this is what I saw. Okay. So, we're gonna go with this, and this is pretty much what we're gonna do. I did additions around here, by the way, because when you first saw it before, it was just the fox. There was nothing else added, maybe a few things here, there, and everywhere, like little drawing sketches and all that stuff. So, some of you might not be able to tell, I'm actually good at scribble, but once I get into it and I start doing detail work, it starts looking better. Giving myself an hour. So I'm still kind of in the process of dashing it out and everything. By the way, you are all welcome not to criticize me in the worst way. I'm talking about if you have an opinion. Like, for example, I've already been told by my mom. She looked at this picture, and she said, with, Yoko, I had to redo his arm. Let me see if I can get it to just a little bit. Yeah, you see his leg. I had to make it smaller. I made it a little bit more darker than the back part of the leg. Because I'm trying to make it foreshortening. It looks different when sketched, but I could try my best to make it look better. Over time, we'll figure it out. The eye does look different in the picture, but half the time, when I do eyes, they're always different. So, truthfully, I'm doing the best I can with what I've got. And it looks like it's hard to see in the picture. I don't know why you're not adjusting. And you know, you're probably just gonna see my hand most of the time. Yeah, that's the brush, by the way. I did that into the black, but that's okay, because... Wait, that's not black. This is black. What the frick? Why are you fricking it up? It's not that dark. It's not... It doesn't look that bad when I look at it, generally. But when I took a picture of it, it looks different. It really does. Certain times when you actually draw something and you have a picture of it like you're working on it, compared to what's on the computer, it probably looks a lot different than on board. So who knows? I might have to go for a lighter pencil. Because I'm trying to make it where it's not smaller, but I'm also trying to make it where it's more... I'm sweating profusely. I just learned that word. Leave me alone. Some words that you're just sitting there going, wouldn't you be able to learn that sooner? Or something in your life? Well, technically, in my case, no. It looks dark, but don't worry. I'm trying to make it look, it's different. It always looks different. I can't get eyes to look the way they should. I think I'm better with those eyes than these ones. On top of that, I'm shaking from the heat. But I'm also trying to make it where the eye is not exactly even. Like this, I'm trying to make the eye like that. Yeah, I need to... Come on. But that's too long. Trust me. Art, you can't make it perfect, make everything look perfect the way it should, but... Oh, I think I got closer better than the last one. Sorry, it just... I mean, if you look at it, oh, you can barely see it very well. Where's my control? There it is. I thought then I got rid of it again. He drank out of my water again, by the way. He keeps doing that. I don't lock him in here. He comes in here. He lays on the futon. The door's usually open and I'm at work. He comes in here, it gets too hot for him, but instead of going downstairs, he gets up on the table and he drinks out of my water. It's weird. Where was it? I think it's this one? Oh. Oh. So if you see a little bit, it should be clear. See? Well, things are a little different. Okay, so this is the fox. So yeah, as you can see, we're gonna be working on a little bit more on the eye, as you can see. The reason why this one's darker is because it's more detailed. Nothing is ever exact. I've been trying to tell that to my mom, and she goes, well, it needs to be even. It needs to be exact. You need to make a duplicate reversed on the other side. You're the one who tells me not everything is exact. Thanks, Mom. So yeah, she said to fix this. I made that smaller. That's why it looks the way it does. That's another thing I need to check out. Hold on a second. I really wish they had the dog or the wolf going like this. A picture of him doing that. Let's see, Arctic Fox, let's do that. Maybe you might see one not like that. Kill the camera! I got the camera. Because I was thinking, oh god, I hate looking at fleas. That's not right. Like this? Come on. No tongue. A fox with 9 tails? That looks like 4. Give me the... What the heck? That has big ears! But, can I please see one with the paw going up? Like, what the... Love the tail. That's a polar bear. Even when they're running, it doesn't matter. I don't mind. They just have to have their feet all down. Oh, the three-legged fox. Come on. I just want to see a demonstration of what a fox's paw would look like when it's up like this. Because I know it's like this, and you could tell it. Oh, looks like one. They're mostly the ones with this that are up. Yeah. Kind of like this one, but I'm going to be looking at it from the side. A bit blurry. And yeah. So technically it has this long part right here, the upper part of the arm. Then it's this part, and then you have the arm. So that's pretty much what it's supposed to look like, is the foreshortening. So you see this part is the upper arm. Back here, right here, you can't barely tell, but that's the foreshortened area. Because he's kind of bent it this way. Though, at the same time, maybe I should turn his paw, this one, a little bit that way. Because this one's in the, yeah, maybe I should. Mom, if you're on here, you're welcome to say anything. Don't be afraid. Just, I'd like to have some feedback. And also the detail work here, kind of, you can see, why do I have this stuff looking like this? It's because this is supposed to be like leaves. Dude, we're in a forest. There's dead leaves everywhere. It's what is it? Autumn. It's autumn time. So his leg is like this, and you got that and that. Give me that one. Oh, deadly. Okay. Oh, that one has pink eyes. No, he doesn't have pedichromia either. And why do I make his eyes like this? Mostly is because, as I said... Oh, wait. Not all white. It's actually... So it's pretty much all filled in. Yeah, or it's like this. So he has... It's like, whoa! Somebody found me! Perfect. All work has to be done here. For the, what is it, subtitles? I said, trust me, it's gotta be done here. Because there are people that watch this video and they're, deaf, and I do respect that. I don't know. Do they? I don't know. I made him skinnier than the average fluff. Reason as to why I did it like that is because he's practically starved before this. That's why he's acknowledged and known to be this kind of fox. And he's a white silver fox. Well, he's more of an Arctic fox. Watch a Yu Hakusho, you'll see what I mean. And the eye looks like it needs more adjusting. Sometimes I look at this because this would actually give me a little more. And they don't look like that all the time. The reason why I have it looking like that is because when I get to it, it's gonna have like the fur and whiskers coming out of it. Which means that stuff's gonna go away pretty soon. I know it's faded if you can't see it very well. Also, this is actually because of the light. Which reminds me, I need to fix it. I'll do that. Sorry, we get the wind blowing in here and everything. I mean, there's this fox that's over here that actually, trust me, that's pretty much what it would look like, what the foxes would look like, because it's hard to tell. They have a lot. This guy is fluffness. So I still need to do some changes, but When we get to that part, you'll see that there's going to be a lot of fur thing going on here. This is actually just a guesstimate of how I do it because I've never done fur before. So this is my first time. Come and join me. We are going to see how screwed up I can be. Because a lot of the stuff that I've learned, I haven't learned in school. These are things that I looked over someone's shoulder to do. The trees, rocks, leaves, water, all that stuff I got into. But when I got to the fourth portion of school, never got to this part. So, when we get down the line, I'd like to give you guys a heads up. When we start doing objects, we are going to emphasize more than what I've learned in school. So, we are actually I'm going to be teaching you all the way depth down on how to paint every single kind of object, if I can. It's starting with cloth. I recommend white because usually white is the best in my case. I had this cloth that was the best thing ever. What it was that it was all white with kind of a light. Was it light? It was light red stripes on the side, or it was red at one point, and it just faded in the wash for how many times we kept washing it. And this thing was just, it was perfect because it was a good size, and I mean a good size towel. So what did I do? I crumpled it up or so, and I folded it up, and I put it onto the table, and I started painting what it looked like, all the folds and everything else like that. I will admit though, I have actually done one that has like plaid kind of thing going on, the crisscross and everything. That looked a lot better. I don't have a picture of it. I think I did. I probably do. I just can't remember. It's in my other folder. So we're still learning it. But right now we are doing this. And I want to finish this. I have a few other things I want to finish, but I want to do this. Because I want to paint really. And besides, I've always wondered what would have happened like years later if Yusuke still a part of would Yusuke still be a part of like Team Urameshi or something like that? Kuwabara. I know Hiei wouldn't, because Hiei probably at this point would actually be living with his crew in the demon world. Thought process. What if there was a rebellion? There would be another Yu Yu Hakusho somewhere? Come on, I have ideas. I would love to put them out. I'd love to show them. Everybody would love to know. I mean, why not? There's like so many different stories that I can actually creep up and create. But in this case, it's going to be a little different. Well, yeah, I'm mostly going to be doing watercolors with them, so if I actually do like a Yu Yu Hakusho story thing, so pretty much if I do the Yu Yu Hakusho graphic novel idea, it'd probably be done in watercolors. That's my style. But yeah, all this stuff would actually have a lot more detail. And I've already came up with the storyline, though I'm still trying to figure out, should I do it in watercolor? Should I do it in this stuff? Should I actually just write it as a book? I don't know. But this is a good start. This would actually be perfect for either the storybook or yeah, because it's Foxy. The reason why I call him that is because my character Chloe doesn't actually know. Okay, my character's name is Chloe. She's my she's one of a few of my original characters, and she's gone through some shit. Sorry, I'm so sorry, but yeah, she's gone through some stuff, and technically she has to go. Okay. Every region or provinces of the spirit world has to go through something different. Tens in my story. So the spirit world, there's more than one. It's not just Japan, and he says it's all by himself because he doesn't know anything yet until he goes, whoa, there's more. Brings up the idea that there can actually be an expansion to the expansion of a story. So if you came up with this, that would have been actually pretty good. In this case, it would be, why not expand? Why not give people a little bit more elbow room to want to join in to create like a new type of design style, like their stories based off of Yu Yu Hakusho like mine. Mine is pretty much about, I just wanted to give people a little bit more elbow room so they can write their story too. That's why I have, what is it? My character is actually in charge later on down the line of a little group instead of considered as the western coast of America. It's actually just called Spirit Detectives International. Yeah, that's technically an idea that I still got off from Men in Black International. Was just an idea, but Spirit Detectives International was, it kind of rolled up the tongue better to me than Men in Black's International. I don't know. It was just an idea. And what it was is that she has a buddy of hers who, born and raised in Oakland, who could kick ass, and he uses these gadgets and everything because they have a new thing going on. His name is JT. I'll tell you about his whole name later. She has another part of the group, which was actually, what's her name? Her name is Gigi. She's a huge fan of anime, but she doesn't know how to speak it. She's weird. She's a huge freaking weeb, by any chance. She's, if you know what a weeb is, trust me. I've seen ones that are attention whores. I will use that word. I am sorry. But I've actually played, what is it? Honey Pop Second Date, the second one. And, or Double Date, sorry. And, I'm not a big fan of Sarah. Trust me. But I pretty much came up with this character during that time with Gigi, where she was just a huge anime love girl thing, and she just, at first she goes, I've always wanted to meet my Japanese lover, and she's always in love with wanting to be with a Japanese guy. It's always of her obsession. Shut up, Mom. Anyway, that's Gigi. Her full name is actually, I had her original name. I know her last name is, I don't want to piss off my sister. But I was thinking Gutierrez. I might change the name, but that's actually a placeholder. She's from Mexico. She loves to rollerblade. She's all over the place. I'm still trying to research a bit more on names. But I'll come up with something. I'm not trying to upset you, Vanessa. I'm still working on it, but her original name's not Vanessa. I'll tell you that right now. I apologize. Anyway, I don't know. She's a pain in the ass. When she first meets, yes, Kurama is in it. He's in my series. He saves the day, but so does Hiei's in it too. At first, she really likes, what's his name? She really goes head over heels over Kurama. But when she sees Hiei, ship! Technically, Hiei is molested half the time. Save Hiei! Save the guy! He doesn't need to be treated like that! Yeah, he would not take that. He wouldn't take it at all. If you know the series, you probably know what I'm talking about. If you don't know the series, Hi! Skip as much as you can. You can continue watching this. This is pretty much for your interest and everything else on a different level. I'm weird. But I am an anime lover, so... Sorry, I keep looking up and I see that this is a little off. Either that or something's wrong. Nothing will ever be exact. Yeah, his ears are wrong. Nothing is exact. Maybe I might fix it down the line still, but I keep trying to adjust it. His eyes should not be level like that. It should be... they're still too high. Mom says they'll be exact, but they're too high. Or this one's too high. Well, I made it down a little further, the better. And it's not exact. I'm coming up with it. Give me a break. It's gonna take some time. But I think I managed to get his eye exactly where it needs to be. Though if you look at it, it still looks like that eye is long. No. Okay, the eye is... the top part of the eye is right. It looks bad, I know, but I'm still working on it. It's not exact, and never things are exact. I know you're like, get to the painting part of it. I know. I've been very busy. I did get a chance to do all the sketching. I just can't... Okay! It looks better on there. But I don't like how this looks. Can we do that? Oh, that'll do. Again, nothing is ever exact. And nothing is ever perfect. Why do you think I zoomed in on this? Because I want to... The focal point is on him. Right here. It's towards the center. It's technically right here. This is where the focal point is. I want everybody to be drawn here. Everything pretty much just pushes into him. I think I might change something. And everything's supposed to rotate. That's actually what I'm trying to do, is rotate everything. I'm also going to be trying to put in breeze. Okay, so not everything is going to be exact. It looks light, but trust me, in the end, you'll realize why it's so light. I think this actually kind of went into the arm, making it look like it's going up. It's tilted because I made it that way. This is how it looks. It's so faded, you can't tell, but when I look at it directly like this, it looks fine. Huh. It looks weird, but it'll look better when I get to the painting portion. So, we are gonna start doing the painting portion, and yay! And this time we won't have a cat trying to lick up all my stuff and actually say, oh, I'm thirsty. So always remember, when you start on painting things like this, it's best if you actually start painting directly from, what is it? We go this way. We can't really go this way. Ooh, we go that way then. Always make sure that you start from lighter colors and you work your way dark. If you're doing it by the rhythm, if you're doing watercolors and you're doing it by the rhythm of what you know of with acrylics, trust me, it's a pain in the butt. I've learned the hard way multiple times. And always make sure it's the lightest lights. This is your lightest light, the background of the paper. As you go, you're going to be getting it darker and darker. So you have to work your way from values. And you have to start, and I'm not kidding. You start from the values of, I thought it was on here. I have something that has that. I don't know where. But it's the values and everything of the lightest lights to the darkest darks. There's a wheel I have. There's a wheel that I have that is nowhere to be found yet. That I remember I had it. Trying to use a good example. That doesn't even have an example. I don't even know what I did there. Okay. So, using this one, my HB, it starts out with light. So the lightest one that you have. So that's like the lightest light. And it gets darker. Darker. darker, darker, by pressure. So technically in this case, if you can actually see this, this is actually what I mean. So it's from the lightest light, which is usually the paper, and as you get darker, that's pretty much what you work for. You start from here when you're doing watercolors, and you work your way down to the darkest dark. Trust me. The places where you know where it's gonna go, you start off with the whole thing, or not the whole thing. You start off with the whole thing as is. But the parts that you want to have these things to be... Oh! Thank you for reminding me, Beck, before we started getting this going. I need to give Yoko some lights in his eyes. It's an anime trait, but it's not just an anime trait thing. It's always for anything you have. Any kind of light must have those specific kind of lights in one's eyes. I know it looks like it's weird because it's anime, but trust me, when you look at a picture, they need to have like certain types of light in their eyes. And so I made it like that. And I'm actually gonna use the this little foxy fox as an example. Let me show you. See this little foxy fox? Well, if you look closer, right here in these little spots around his irises, or about his irises, the sclera, that's what it's called. These things are actually where the light is. That's what you need to have. Pretty much it needs to make it look like there's actually something like that going on. Let me use another one as an example. This little guy, see the lights in his eyes? That's a reflection that's off the surface of the eyes. That's what you need to do too. But if it's not too close enough, it might be like further away. Like for, let me give you another good example from what it looks like. Sometimes you can't tell, like this one. You can see the little dots in his eyes, all the way into the little farness. You see these things. You see the irises, but you could see right here, this little dot, and then there's another little dot that's right there. You could see that they have, that's the reflection. You need the reflection in the lights of the eyes. That's further down the line that we're going to be learning later, but it's also part of the reflection review. So yeah. But it's just a heads up to give you guys an acknowledgement of what to do in the future. Some of you may know. Some of you may know completely. But that's learning process. I thought you might wanted to see the cuteness of foxes anyway. So, always remember, if you're drawing, just remember, if you're painting, always remember to start with the white first and then get to the darker stuff. What's better? Remember, if you're drawing an animal or a human or anything with an eyeball, as well as probably reflection of any kind, make sure, including water, make sure that you have the light reflection. If it's not the center of attention, don't make it too white. His is the center of attention, which means his eyes are going to have that kind of light, because that's where it is. And even though he is the silver fox, he might look like he's mostly blue and purple. Reason as to why is because you'll see. But remember, where your focal point is where your lightest colors are going to be. Things that are faded in the background pretty much are going to be faded. You have to make that as dull as possible. Also, if you're going to have, like me, the only color that you see that's in this entire painting would originally be yellow. Actually, let me show you. I did that for. Let me do that. Allow me to demonstrate. Everything mostly is going to be in yellow, because yellow is a good start. Also, ignore this line. It's going to go away eventually, because this line right here is actually, I'm thinking of turning this into water. There's got to be water somewhere in this painting. I paint water. So we're already beginning. Yay! We're doing the painting part! Also, if I blow out your ears, I apologize. I'm just excited. I'm finally painting something! I might be on this for hours. Sorry, Mom. At least we had dinner beforehand. Let's give it a little bit more water. Very nice. Sorry, I had to do a Bob Ross thing there. I'm not really good at Bob Ross stuff. Well, technically, it's all going to be faded into itself, so... And also, most of the stuff in here is going to be yellow, so... I mean, there's no point in me painting yellow, but most process, I want to have it yellow so that I know. So then there's going to be a lot yellow. And a lot. Give me some water. Let's rehydrate the yellow. I don't know why I didn't rehydrate them in the first place. Because if in doubt and you don't have the brighter colors that you really, really wanted to have, there's always another solution. Let's see. Too yellow. No. I don't want to make him wet already. Do not take that out of context, please. I beg you. Well, if I need to sneeze or hack up a hairball, as Mom always says, there you go. I got some tissues. You can always go back and actually take off a lot of the stuff. Because yellow is easy to reduce down. Because also on top of that, I have yellow and it's complete polar opposite. It's actually a purple. You put in just ever so little purple, that'll actually fade everything out. You just use that to make it a little bit more faded. So by the time I'm finished with this, I'm probably going to go through the background with a little bit of purple, a very slight shade, and actually tone it down. Because the background is toned. Because we do not want it to be taking away from our dear yolk. I'm putting it everywhere, by the way, this yellow. Oh, that's a lovely breeze. I don't know if it was for the fan or what. Also, nobody knows anything about which one's actually the rocks and everything, but I don't even know yet either. I think this right here probably is going to be a boulder. And I like that boulder. That is a nice boulder. I need to add more. Yes. Also, Joey Joe, if you ever see this, I finally watched Damsel. My god, it was freaking epic. I can't exploit what it was about because there are people on here that probably haven't seen it yet and really want to be able to see it, so I won't say anything. Actually, it's been out for a long while, so people should have seen it already. Who knows? Bushes and everything. I think I should put in a bigger one. Time tells. I mean, if I'm not exactly finished with this, the first coat, shall we say, with this stuff, then that means I'm probably going to be doing it on my own if I do. Sometimes I'm on my own. I got so much that I'm doing. Trust me, yellow's your lightest and best friend to start with, mostly. Because remember what I said. When you do the values, always start with the lightest one first. Yellow's your light one. And yellow is technically, in this case, going to be your lightest light. And also, since it's on my mind right now, don't worry, I'm gonna go around with it and your food. Oh. It's a GIF. I want just a regular picture. Come on. I keep saying like dark aroma. Okay, fine. I mean, it's not exact. It's mostly blue. I don't like that. Just trying to get an idea. Maybe I have to fix it. I thought the original name was actually Yoko Kurama. Okay, there we go. We have something. Oh, that's perfect. Is it too fuzzy? It's too fuzzy. It's not exact. They always have gifts here. But everything's in blue. It's like the stuff that's from the anime is in blue, or just you can't see his eye properly. Or it's dark Kurama, which is stupid. That works. Okay. Sorry if my head gets in the way. Wait. I'm painting the wrong place. Well, don't worry. The black's gonna go there anyway. It'll look better when it gets to it. You can see a slight yellow. I know. I'm not balding. That's just my hair all over the place, by the way. Also, it's hot. And that's what happens when I dye my hair. Maybe I need to get my size 6, 10 out. Oh, 12. I have 12 right here. So, let's see. 12's too big. I got 12. This is 8. That's 8. I don't know why I don't have 10. I thought I had 10. Do I? That's a 10. Yes, that's my 10. Okay, but my 10 is too big still because it's going to absorb everything. Probably 6 might be a better bet right now because it just doesn't seem to want to hold as much when it's smaller. So let's try 6. There we go. Also, if it looks like it's more of a turquoise after a while, I apologize. At least it'll go away eventually. I think that's the green that I slept in there for a bit. I notice that when you paint over things, it looks like everything's getting darker. It's weird. Well, that tree is gonna get darker anyway. It's all getting darker. I noticed that when I'm working inside like this, my throat doesn't get dry as much as when I'm actually working over at my other job during the day. My throat gets extremely dry when I'm working in the warehouse. Excuse me. Also, when we get to the point when we get to lessons for Monica called it year 3 lessons. I call it watercolor lessons or landscape lessons. That's when you'll be learning a little bit more about what I'm doing right now. Yeah, this is landscape, but when you're in landscape, you can actually learn how to do, what is it? The different types of distances. Excuse me, I call it distances. I can't remember what it's called right now off the top of my head. Sorry about that. The distances project is actually what I'm doing right here. In the background is background. This is the middle ground where Foxy is. That's our main vocal point. The foreground, there's stuff that's going on right here. That's the foreground. And everything's gonna pretty much look identical to each other in all the grounds. But as I said, this is gonna be faded. This part's gonna be faded. This part, you'll see a little bit more detail, which means the stuff that you're gonna see is pretty much like all faded. And the only way I can make it faded is by using its, I make it duller to not be attractive enough. And that attractiveness can be doled out by its opposite. And on the color wheel, if you remember, what the fuck? That scared the crap out of me. I thought the cat was in here. Anyway. Here it is. Remember this? Here's yellow. What's opposite of the color on the color wheel of yellow? Violet. So, in my little palette here, this is very confusing. This is yellow. My purple is right over here. My violet. This violet is going to be used to as the same degree as the yellow on both the background and the foreground. The yellow that's in the middle ground is going to remain the same. That's pretty much my thought process. By the way, Monica, if you ever watch this, I think clearly when I talk to myself. It's kind of hard to do that when you're surrounded by people in your class. Why do you think I go walking outside in circles all the time? I am a very weird person. I thought you knew that, by the way. Yes, I am still working on your artichokes. I just can't stop staring at them because something feels off about them and I want them to be as the best for you. I just want to make sure they're good. I'm sorry it's taking so long, by the way. I mean, I could have done that, but I wanted the fox. When you get an idea of something and it kills you. But yeah, yellow's gonna be everywhere in this. And so is purple. Blue? Blue's gonna be in here somewhere. Actually, that's gonna be kind of like the silvery part, is the blue on his fur. And then it's gonna be over here. It's gonna be in other places too. I just don't know where yet. I'm still processing. Okay. I'm gonna need a little bit more yellow. If this is boring to you folks, you don't actually have to watch. My art is not for everybody. But if I actually do have it in the future where I actually do my projects like this, if I have all the time in the world, which I don't know if I would, I'd probably take my time and actually take the recording that I have and fast forward everything. You know, you'd think it would be better if I did it like this. Yeah, even though it's cut off on the side, you guys would mostly see what's going on over here. Like this. So it wouldn't be a bad thing, and you'll see the all corners and everything else like that. I know this is pretty big. I can push it over. No. I can't push it over. I forgot. Push it over as much as I can. Over like that. And then, oh yay, good. I got room. It looks weird. I apologize. As I said, your vocal point is usually, whenever you do vocal points, and I will teach you like this. This is how you could measure it out ahead of time. You measure it out by this, and it should be like within any of these squares. Well, technically, if it's in the dead center, yeah. So we're trying to make it over here. It didn't really work out, but this is actually part of my thing. So he's somewhat in the dead center, but the main vocal point is actually right here. His eyes, this area is actually where the vocal point is. A little bit up here, but it's towards the dead center still. So yeah. Just learn it from the master of double paintings, who is good at making a painting in one place and then putting another place in the same painting, and it screws you. You can actually do that if you have mastery. What's with the hair? But I don't have that, so I actually might call one of my chapters this. The Cosmic Storm. You know, it looks interesting. But it's not supposed to be interesting because I should have put a little bit of purple in it while I'm doing this. Shut up, I don't plan ahead. I do plan ahead, but sometimes I don't plan ahead. No! Oh god, I hate when that happens. Try to get rid of as much purple on here as possible when you try and mix it together. I mean, sometimes I actually still keep like a little bit of purple on here, because when I do trees, and every time I do brown, I always add a little bit of purple to it. Why? I do. I don't know why. It's just one of my things. I like doing that. Purple has always been like my go-to for everything, for certain shades and all that stuff. Because I don't know if you've noticed when I was, I think I have the painting that's on here. Excuse me. There's a painting that I have hidden somewhere. It's on this one, so maybe I can fluff it up on here so you could see it. No, I don't have it in here. I have a painting that's... It's not yet on DeviantArt. I'm hesitant to put it up, but at the same time I might actually have it. There's a painting with mostly trees on it. I can't remember what it's called. Oh! Actually, I have it here. Maybe it's in this one, I believe. Yes. So this one, if you can't tell, there's actually certain places that actually has purple in it. It's hard to tell. This one has this big tree, as you can see. I'm trying to level up. This is actually a painting I did. I'm trying to remember what it's called. I can't find it. I technically would Fallen Angel or Lost Angel. I can't remember what I called it as. But this is actually my painting I did at school. I tried putting red elsewhere in certain places, and it's hard to tell. It's so dark. It looks really good on the screen, but it's so dark in this you can barely see it. There are certain places that actually has red. You can't really see where. It looks so good though. I know the rocks over here look really bad, but that's what it was, is that this isn't the focal point. The focal point is right down here. When I showed this to my with my classmates, the first thing they kept saying was, this doesn't look appropriate. And I was drawing it, and they thought it was something else. They thought she was like right there in between a pair of legs. And I'm going, it's a freaking tree! And so I had to explain it every single time. It's a tree! But what's this? This looks like it's belts and everything. And I'm going, in Japan, they do that to sacred trees. Yeah. It's, yeah. I'm not saying it's anything bad. It's just, there was mistakes. Yeah, this is still 6, yes. God, it's so freaking hot in here. I'm hot. Meow. It's already 7 o'clock. This is actually, I thought I heard something. Oh, yes. He asked for it. There you go. You're probably watching it now, so still, I'm sending it to you. Hey, you send me pictures of your work, I send you pictures of mine. Unless you're someone else. I can't tell. Doesn't exactly tell me who it is. It looks weird, I know. To you guys, it looks... Okay, in your type of vision, how you look at it, do you remember those, like, secret messages a long time ago that they used to sell, that they used to give away and everything, like for Harriet the Spy? and everything. That's what it looks like when you look on the computer version of it. Also, it doesn't look like much, but I need more water. And I need a bigger brush, probably. This is still 6. It just feels like it dries out too fast. Because of the heat or something? Okay, let's go up one more. 8. This a little bit more purple. There we go. Maybe 8 would have been nice to just start off with, but it looks weird. I'm gonna add more yellow. It kind of has that gold flavor to it. Is your favorite arm? Let's do shoveling. Sorry about that. I know everything looks a little darker than it should, but trust me, when we get into the color, it's gonna look so much better. Yeah, Sean. I need to dull this a bit more. Just a bit more water. I mean, yeah, I need to get rid of some of the lighter spots. Because I might actually make a darker version of this color and actually put it in here. This part right here. ladies and gentlemen, I have made the color gold. Took me a while to realize that. And you guys are probably going, oh, you just finally noticed that? So when you paint background and everything, you can actually make the other parts of the background and all that stuff. Foxy's gonna be like the lightest thing in this. But some duller spots can be like this. And make sure whenever you're doing like the background, if you want to do like the further background, you know you're probably gonna have to do the if you do like the background that's darkest and everything, try to mixture in, if you do dark, it's complement, which is actually its opposite. So if you do like green, for example, put in orange. Orange is its complement. Because that actually, no, green's complement is red. Okay, we're on the same level there. I have to pick up the cards before they go flying all over the place. Probably lost some. Nope. I think we're good. You scan on the top. There, we'll do that. Okay! I'm back. This is still it. I think 8 is working out pretty well for me right now. But I think it's getting too... I'm gonna try and put as much of this yellow here and there. Because my main purpose in the background is going to be more of a green touch with probably rocks and everything, but it's so blurred that you won't be able to see much. Actually, it's starting to look like it's So if I do this, maybe I can... Let's dry it out as much as we can. That's interesting. I might actually do a little bit of purple, light purple kind of thing going on here.
Interesting.
So, with this. And that. Also, if you're trying to get this color in here to be more purple, to dole out purple as much as you can, you gotta put the yellow in first. And dry it out. Looks weird, but trust me, it'll look a lot better when we get to that point, because this is gonna be darker anyway later down the line. Okay. So. When I'm doing this, well, even with the blood green, it's not gonna kill me. I'm gonna do is kind of have a fade. I think I'm challenging myself really extremely here. Sorry I've been so quiet, but that's actually the truth. I think I'm challenging myself extremely. Also, the fox is not floating. I haven't put in the shading yet. We'll see it later. I know. I know. I shouldn't be quiet, but I'm focused when I'm just trying to get this. It's too hot in here. Also, my throat feels a little dry.
Yeah. And
I know, it's all yellow. Why is it all yellow? There's a reason, and it's obvious. Well, technically, it's also kind of a Twilight area kind of thing, so truthfully, this is in the spirit world, and for my story and everything, by the way, it's actually a cross between both, mostly the anime manga and the live action. I'm sorry, but due to the workplace that they actually have in the anime, I prefer the live action version better. Things have advanced a long time ago. We're doing pretty well for ourselves. Dude, from papers to scrolls? I'm sorry, just sitting there stamping papers all day to just sitting there floating and looking at scrolls all day. That's more efficient. So, truthfully, yeah, this is actually in that world. So, by the time I actually get to that point, I'm probably going to put up the spirit world from the live action version.
if I can do it, I hope. If so.
Because I hope I can be able to look at that and have that version of it. Because the Twilight kind of feel compared to what feels like during the day kind of feel in the anime. Even though the anime was based on 1991, 1994 compared to now, there's a difference. It's kind of hard to keep up. That's probably going to look darker than what I originally had. It's going to look weird, but it still blends in. What the heck? Get up here. Almost done. All I have to do is like blue blackles on Yoko. And probably do a little bit in the background with blue and everything, because it looks better. See? What you guys see is technically different from how I see it. I feel like it's a little darker. So yeah, it's a little darker thing going on there. Oh, my ear. Hush, we're not done yet. think I need that bit of purple thing going on there. It looks too dark. It's supposed to fade too, so that's why. So, the background pretty much fades into itself. Yeah, what am I doing? I don't know. I'm just screwing with it. It's gonna go away anyway. It looks weird. Everything looks weird when it comes out like this. Bless me. I make it darker background because it's got the feel to it. That's what I want it to have. It's like it's a darker feel. But I don't want it too dark yet. Hey. By the way, where is the light coming from? That's the question. I have the light specifically coming from the light source. Usually it comes from above. So it still has the light source coming from above, but it's not coming straight down. It's kind of coming from an angle, but there is no sun. We'll figure it out. We had the light turned up all the way. I just need to turn on the light at least. I'm turning on this light. There. You can see me! I just don't want to turn on the other light right now. There. Oh. And then I'm gonna work on the blue parts too. I know, it's a 2-hour long episode. Anyway, let's see. It's almost 8 o'clock. So, if I do this, maybe I can manage on like the light blue areas. Okay, so we have 6, we have this one. Where is my 4? My 4 is coming with me. And so in this case, details. Remember details. Light source coming from this way. May like too bright to, or too light to you, but I always start out like this so it's a little easier. And yeah, this white part's gonna be the blue. Let's see here. Needs to be a little lighter. Yeah, here we go. I'm not gonna make it all white or all blue, all white. And that's why I have the water effects. Gotta be careful though too when you make the blue. There we go. So it's, you can't really tell it's gonna be a waterfall until I get to that point. What's blue's counterpart? Orange. So you can't really tell, but yeah, I put in orange so that the orange would actually go in with the blue so you can't tell. You'll see serious blue action going on. It doesn't look like much, but trust me, it'll look awesome. It's not too much detail because when I get into the detail, you'll see that there's a lot more to the spots than meets the eye. Also, I'm sorry, my head is actually in here. Thank God. Because if you start seeing my head in here, by the way, I apologize. I've had some people who didn't trust my artwork judgment. But hey, the only way you can judge by someone's artwork is by looking at it. Why are there these things in here? Is it because I haven't even... Also, I'm purposely doing it where it's at a point a lot because it's fur. I've never done this before, so let's go with the blue. Also, he's a silver fox. Why is he white? You'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. Hey, Rama, what color are your ears? Oh. Kind of a pinkish color. Oh. Well, most skins are like that. Let me see. There's a picture of him that I need to go buy. That's a video. Let's do this one. Deviant art, but it's still him. Probably. Yeah, he's kind of got that peaches color. This is going to be difficult. Maybe I can make it a little bit more, but do I? I just don't want to screw it up. I'm a master of screwing things up. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. Well, I just don't want to overdo it, as I said. I'm good at doing that. If I touched it a little bit more, maybe I might, but I don't want to overdo it, as I said, but at the same time, I don't want to underdo it. I'm gonna have to take a step back and maybe come back to it like another day when it's lighter out, because if I turn on that light, it's gonna screw me over. Because I can still go back with it and actually look at it and see how it goes. I shouldn't have put blue up here. He's not a blue fox, he's a silver fox. Why did I do that? Can't avoid this. scared to death at the main focal point.
Oh, well.
Well, if I can learn how to make a silver color, maybe I could be able to manage on fixing it. But for now, we're already into it. Well, I accidentally mixed that one, so let's see if I can go through the darker stuff a bit.
Oh.
You know, the funny thing is, I tell you guys one thing, and I always forget my own rules. I am not good at this stuff in life. No, only I can say that to me. Don't worry, I'm almost done. Hang on a second. Oh, I'm so storm stuff. You building a fire or what? Yeah, someone's probably playing basketball or something. Come on in. It's kind of warm in here. Midnight's coming. See him? He's just doing his thing. Are you gonna jump up? Go ahead. There he goes. Oh, there he goes. You okay? He's been ruining my futon already. Oh no, stay on. That's why. We're already getting into the nitty-gritty darkness. This is starting to hurt my eyes. Okie dokie. Let's get a little bit more.
Do you still think of me? Do you remember my eyes? And how I looked at you? Can you still hear my heartbeat? Do you still think of me? Do you remember my eyes? And how I looked at you? Can you still hear my heartbeat?
Alright, girl. I'm not trying to make him bald or anything. It looks weird. But
Do you still think of me? Do you remember my eyes?
gonna look better.
Do you still think of me? Do you remember my eyes? And how I looked at you?
Yeah, I realize I need to make certain parts a little darker because you know, staring me down is not going to help you. Just Minions upset. You let me outside with him. I know, but it was dinner time. So I am going to have to take risks. Sorry about my head getting in there, but yeah, I did this on purpose, kind of. So I think doing that risk was actually okay. I just made this part too dark. I can't really take it off completely. It's okay! The bird's not gonna take you away. I'm gonna do this. Huh?
Hello, and welcome.
Okay. You probably might actually leave anyway, because it's like, oh, this is exciting! Oh, you're painting something. I'm gone by. A lot of people do that. It's okay. Darker! Darker! We need to go darker. We need to go deeper. What? I'm being stared at by the cat still. Was it because I said bottom butt boy? Hmm? Crazy kid. Silver Foxy. And it's not even silver. I'm almost done. I'm almost done. It wasn't that lovely. I just screwed it up. Probably can't tell. It's still there! Hmm? Did we? Oh, I thought it ended. Oh well. Well, I know my foreshortening and everything. Maybe get out of the sleep. Well. The fluffousness. Oh well. I'm gonna give him the black nose first before we head on off. Huh?
Hi, Metals.
Oh, don't be afraid.
Hello. You want to come up and say hi?
You can come up and say hi. Just give me a minute. It's okay, Biscuit. Don't have the white stuff yet.
He don't like that. Look at that. Look at what I did.
He's not terrifying. He's not supposed to be terrifying.
This is midnight if nobody's actually seen him.
Why are we biting? He's getting that smell like he's hostile.
Well then, let's do that. So then we can do this scene. Okay. And we'll say hello. Okay. Say hello.
Bright light! I don't like it, Mom.
Chief, this is midnight. Say hello.
He's so darkness.
I know, you don't like it. I know you don't like it. You get all frustrated and your hair starts coming off. It's hot. I know. Hey,
Don't. Okay, bye. Attitude much, kid. And you gave me a good scratch again. Anyway, I'm sorry. He's hostile. Let me see. You did pop that. Let's turn on the light. See what I did. Well, you could see it, but it's not that bad. Anyway, I just wanted to say thank you guys for joining me on this awesome episode. Yeah, the fox is just a little, let's go back to the class scene. I know it's weird, but I know it looks better than it did before, but it will look a lot better when we get to the darker parts. Who knows, I might actually start doing that right now. I know, we need to stop. I mean, I want to stop, but when I have the urge, I just can't. There. But again, he's not blue, he's silver. And still, I don't know why Midnight was being so hostile. I think it's being manhandled. He hates that. Oh well. I mean, this looks actually really cool, especially when you start adding the purple. Yeah, there we go. Yay!
There we go.
Well, eventually I'll get to the rest of the parts, but I really do. It's, as I said, been crazy, and I haven't been able to be on for a while. I'll make things a little bit darker than this eventually. It's just, right now, I thought, I wanted to get Foxy or Karama to be a little bit darker than what I had him as. So at least you could see him a little bit better now. Oh. Midnight cut me pretty good. And I'm almost done. I'm sorry. I don't mean to be quiet. There. Anyway. He's getting there. He's getting there. I'm gonna do this. Anyway, when I get to that part, it's gonna have like the fur thing going on. I just wanted to make the areas and edges kind of more rounded than they were. Anyway,
Foxy, Yoko, that guy.
yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna do the Minsky. Thank you guys for joining me on this awesome episode. I apologize for how long it's taken. I am almost 3 hours long for this episode, but this is actually watercolors when you're doing things and you're so focused on it. And using this as an example, I might actually start doing like more, I might actually be finishing my eggplant, or artichoke, plant painting eventually for my teacher. And yeah, she's still considered my teacher. And then I'm gonna finish, first I'm gonna finish this, then I'm gonna get to painting the other one, but that's on my own time. We are just gonna get back after this. To answer your guys' question of why I'm back, is because, as I said from the beginning of the episode, which probably was 3 hours ago, and I will repeat it, is that I was in Disneyland for about 2 weeks, and when we got back, I was supposed to record, but I didn't, because I was trying to do stuff. Then, last week, I got sick. And now I finally managed to do it, but I had to do some. I was gonna do it last night. I was gonna do this last night. Couldn't do it because of, well, as you can tell, issues, and it was computer related. Yeah, that's. I have no excuse too much. It's just, as I said, I was sick, and I just, and then, as I said, this week. computer issues, but I still eventually got to paint this. Yeah, I've been quite busy and everything, and I'm going to be quite busy, but I'll do everything I can to record more. Yeah. So, thank you guys for joining me on this awesome episode, even though it was just like white paper stuff. And next week we'll deal with the foreground and the background and the middle ground and everything else, because I think I overdid it with Foxy, but I'm still gonna have to get to that point where Foxy is actually going to be looking more alive, and we'll get there when we get there. So, thank you guys for joining me on this awesome episode. Please leave a like and a comment down below on what you think, and I hope you're having a fantastic day, because I am. Keep on dreaming, because one day your dreams will come true.
Hugs and kisses. Huggles. Mwah.
And let us hang out in the next episode.
Wherever the thing is. Yeah.